Hello, this is another fantastic episode of your program, Today's Review. This is your #1 news and current affairs program on television. On this program, we talk about everything trendy, everything newsworthy, not from just here in the UK, but from every part of the world. Today, we're going to be talking elections. And in the house with me to discuss elections is Stella. Hello, Stella.
Hello.
In fact, I don't even know how to start because it's the eve of the elections, you know. But before we delve into elections, we would show you, like we do on the program, tidbits and bits from our feature story segment. And also today we will be talking about the communion service. It's something we do on the program every first Sunday of every month. We have the communion service with the man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. And on this program, we just, you know, refresh your memory of what it is the man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, has told us the month, the message for the month is. So we will look at that and then we will start elections. But first, tidbits and bits from our feature story segment. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Well, quickly, we would look at communion service for the Believers Love World Nation with the man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. Sunday was amazing. I'm sure you were there.
Oh, definitely, always.
Okay. For those of you who actually tuned in or you were at a venue, one of the several venues all around the world, watching the program with the man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, we're just going to refresh your memory. But if you didn't watch it, then this is that opportunity for you to hear what the man of God, Pastor Chris, says the month of May is about by the Spirit of God. Stella, I don't know if you would like to quickly refresh our memories about what the message for the month of May is. Okay,
well, one of the first things that Pastor Chris said before he delved into what the message is for the month, he said that there are some people who are at a disadvantage and they look at people who are successful. But he said there's something that it's the word, not the paper, that the scripture says in 1 Joshua 1:8 that thou shalt meditate day and night on the scriptures, you shall meditate on it, that thou mayest observe to do according to what is written in it, that thou mayest have success and make their way prosperous. And he also said that the Amplified actually says deal wisely. So he said that this month is actually the month of meditation.
Amazing.
Yes, and that we should meditate at least 2 scriptures every day. He mentioned that we should meditate on Joshua 1:8. And he also said that we should go into our Rhapsody if we don't know what scripture you could meditate on.
2 verses
yeah,
from the Rhapsody.
We can take a scripture from the Rhapsody and meditate on that scripture daily, so that as we do this every day for this month of May, that we'll be moved to another level of glory. We'll be transformed to another level of glory. And I just advise everyone to take
it seriously. You know, Pastor said
take it seriously.
You know, he said there are people that probably because of one illness or another, doctors give them prescriptions, you know, and say take this. Some people take, according to Pastor, as many as 40 tablets on a daily basis. And because the doctor said to take it, they consistently take it. And many times there's even no change in their circumstances, you know. So Pastor telling us that by the Spirit of God, we should ensure that on a daily basis for the next 30 days, meditate on at least 2 scriptures. You know, it's like medicine for your body, medicine for your soul.
Yes, definitely.
If there's any ailment in your body, as you meditate,
it will go.
It will go.
Definitely.
If there are issues with your finances, as you meditate, there is a change in that, in whatever situation it is you're going through. So I think it's just an amazing opportunity to be moved to the next level.
Yeah, everybody should take advantage of it right now, especially if the word has gone forth. Take advantage. This is the best time to just eat that word, meditate on it, speak it, declare it.
Amazing. So like we said, it was just to refresh our memory. Quickly, thank you, Stella, for helping to refresh our memory about what the man of God, Pastor Chris, says we should do in the month of May. Quickly, we're going to go to elections. May 7th is around the corner. Actually, it's the eve of the elections. And the YouGov polls actually at the moment places Labour and Conservatives in a dead heat, which means that the Labour Party and Conservative Party are going into the eve of the elections, general elections, at a level pegging. Stella, the poll says that right now both parties have 34%. Clearly, we're going to have a hung parliament. What do you take? What do you think would happen? Who do you think would win the election at this point?
Well, to be honest, looking at the polls and looking at the YouGov survey of other polls, of other surveys of what people said, I believe that there will be a closeness between the Labour Party and the Conservatives, but I do believe Conservatives will be ahead of the Labour Party. As you look at the YouGov survey, it shows you statistically that Conservatives are actually right now. And so I would say that it's Conservatives most probably are going to win. To be honest,
but you really can't say, because if we're having a hung parliament, what would be the determining factor is the coalitions that would take place. And that actually brings me to the election debates that took place just 5 days ago, with Ed Miliband actually ruling out any kind of coalition with the SNP. And Ed Miliband has reached this conclusion that he is not going to go into any kind of coalition with SNP because he is not looking to join in with a party that's looking to divide the United Kingdom in the near future. Now, on the one hand, it comes across like a speech that's very patriotic, like, oh my God, the United Kingdom is one nation, and if SNP are thinking about, you know, making Scotland an independent nation at some point, then I don't want to have anything to do with them. But on the other hand, it could come across like a selfish, you know, motive, because is that what Labour as a whole, is that what they want, you know?
Okay, first of all, I want to say this. You could say that Labour are acting selfish. In a way, yes, they are acting selfish because they're looking at their own good and advantage of what Scottish has, or what Scotland has, and what they can take from there. But at the same time, the Scottish National Party stand for the Scots. They are beside the Scots, the old, the new, about giving them jobs and creating jobs for them. You don't really hear the Scottish National Party talking about the people of the United Kingdom, the ethnic minority, the people that live in London, in UK, anywhere around London.
So in other words, you are saying that Ed Miliband is actually making a lot of sense.
Yeah, he is. He actually is making a lot of sense by saying that.
SNP. We'll quickly watch that clip, and when we come back, we'll talk a bit more about the elections.
Okay.
Let me be plain. We're not going to do a deal with the Scottish National Party. We're not going to have a coalition. We're not going to have a deal. And let me just say this to you, Simon. If it meant we weren't going to be in government, not doing a coalition, not having a deal, then so be it. I'm not going to sacrifice the future of our country, the unity of our country. I'm not going to give to SNP demands around Trident, around the deficit, or anything like that. I want a majority Labour government, and it'll be for parties in the House of Commons to vote for it. But you asked me about deals, you asked me about coalitions. They're not going to happen. I couldn't be clearer with you.
So you'd rather lose office, so to speak, you'd rather not have a Labour government?
If the price of having a Labour government was a coalition or a deal with the Scottish National Party, it's not going to happen.
Okay. In that case, does that rule out a future Labour government? Because you're not going to win the most seats in the UK.
No. Look, first of all, I don't want to sound like the previous bloke, Mr. Cameron, but I am working for a majority Labour government. But look, I'm going to fight as hard as I can for as many seats as I can, and then it'll be for the House of Commons to decide who's in government. I just want to make this point about the SNP, and the same applies to a party like UKIP. The reason why I reject the SNP, I mean, they're, by the way, fighting us in Scotland, so the notion that we're sort of friends with the SNP is obviously nonsense. They're our die-hard opponents. But the reason I reject it is because they want to break up the country, and not only that, they used to say that the referendum was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. That's what they said before the last referendum, and now Nicola Sturgeon is opening the door to another referendum in the next 5 years. That's why I'm not going to have a coalition or a deal with them.
Amazing. Now, like I said, it's the it's the Conservatives and the Labour and that are at loggerheads right now. We've just seen a speech during the election debate by Ed Miliband. We're going to watch another clip by Cameron. But before we watch that clip, I would like to say that on the papers today, you found David Cameron pleading with voters to let him finish the job that he started. Now, he's been Prime Minister of the United Kingdom since 2010. And, you know, so it's a bit surprising to see that he's pleading for voters to let him finish what he's done. Now, he claims that his party has been a stable government, you know. His party is a strong government on which our schools and NHS depend. So if he's actually done so well in the last 4 years, I don't see why he should be pleading for the vote. We all should be outrightly tilting towards him.
Exactly. Personally, I've been speaking to a lot of young people, and they're very angry at the fact that he increased student school fees. Do you understand? So they're really angry at the moment, and he's talking about schools, that they've built a strong community based on schools, on NHS, but really and truly he hasn't done anything but made it worse, especially for the next generation that are about to come up. So definitely.
Well, quickly we would see the clip by Cameron, and when we come back we'll be taking a break because we've got something really amazing and fantastic for you. We'll be right back.
On Thursday, you'll be making a decision that will affect your life and your family's life for the next 5 years and beyond. Before you do, I want to ask you to do one thing. Take a moment to think about where you want to be in 5 years' time, what you want to be doing, what you want for your children and grandchildren, where you want to be living, working, what kind of life you want for you and your family. Because whatever your plans for the future, they are on the line on Thursday. In the next 5 years, you or one of your loved ones could be handed the keys to a new home through our Right to Buy and Help to Buy schemes. More members of your family could have the security of a pay packet as we back businesses to keep creating jobs. You could keep more of your hard-earned money as we cut income tax to reward work. And those retiring could have the peace of mind that comes from guaranteed increases in the state pension. But all this is at stake on Thursday. How you vote will directly affect your life and your family's life. Vote for the Conservatives and you will have the security of a long-term economic plan that is working. You'll have stable government and the strong economy on which our schools, our NHS, and yes, your family's future depend. Vote for any other party, and that is all at risk. With the SNP propping up Ed Miliband, who knows what will happen to our economy or to our country? So on Thursday, it's your choice. But before you go into the voting booth, please ask yourself one final time, what do you want for you, your family and your country over the next 5 years? And who do you think will keep our economy strong for you and for Britain? Thank you.
The eve of the general elections, what's your final word to everyone out there who perhaps, you know, haven't made up their minds yet as to how to vote?
Viewers, audience out there, whoever's watching this program, this is your opportunity and chance to make a change. You don't have to be out there in the front, but you going out there to vote can make that change that United Kingdom needs at this present moment.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break now. Like I said, we've got a big surprise for you in the house, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
To listen to the word, Rhapsody of Realities, news and talk shows, demand 24/7. Music. Listen to the best and freshest music. Just tune in.
Love World Radio.
Log on now.
It's here, the new Rhapsody Reader mobile app 2.0. Fresh, exciting, and yeah, I mean exciting. A whole new world of fun and inspiration, all wrapped up in the beautifully redesigned interface with fascinating, eye-catching features. Read, watch, and listen to Rhapsody of Realities all within the app. Introducing the new Rhapsody of Realities combo book. It's 2 books in one, the audiobook and ebook, all for the price of one. So now you can listen to the audio Rhapsody and read the devotional at the same time. Now how cool is that? Rhapsody of Realities combo book is exclusive for the Rhapsody app users only. The new Rhapsody Mobile Reader app 2.0 takes the Love World News magazine experience to a whole new level with audio and video embedded within the magazine.
How to be a success for Jesus Christ.
You can watch the Rhapsody Dailies
Здравейте всички! Днес сме с вас за да...
and Rhapsody Travels on demand 24/7. Share your testimony and read the testimonies of others within the app. Splendid, right? And there's more. The app features a new, convenient library layout for the Rhapsody of Realities, audiobooks, and other books. An interactive store with new subscription options. The newly designed ebook reader is complete with improved bookmark, highlight, comments feature, search, and the calendar feature to help keep track of your reading plan and identify unread days for the devotional. The new Rhapsody Reader mobile app 2.0 is flexible to suit your style and lifestyle. Download the new Rhapsody Mobile Reader app 2.0 today. Available on the App Store and the Google Play Store.
Hello, like I said, I've got something really interesting in the house for you. I've got some amazing young men. Before I introduce these amazing young men, I just want to say, over the past week, the Believers Love World Nation just completed a Love World Festival of Music and Arts. It was an amazing time. We're going to show you highlights of what happened in South Africa. And when we come back, I would introduce some amazing, really amazing young men. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
The Love World Festival of Music and Arts. An unforgettable journey. A new discovery of music, talent, and grace. The Love World Festival of Music and Arts. Beyond imagination. The much-awaited, epic-making Love World Festival of Music and Arts 2015 to full swing at the Nazareth Expo Center, Johannesburg, South Africa. The festival began with a grand opening ceremony. Thousands gathered for the festival from all over the world and were lost for words to describe the magnificent display.
Whoa. Like I said, I've got some amazing young men in the house. They are known as the Kings. Okay, guys. Now, as a group, you guys are known as Kings,
Kings,
right?
yeah,
But you've
yeah,
all
that's
got
right.
individual names. So
Yeah.
quickly, can you just introduce yourselves? You are
I'm Dennis. I'm Nemi.
Nehemiah.
And I'm Divine.
I'm John.
Yeah, and this is your boy, Inem.
And together you are
Kings.
amazing.
That's right.
Now, I'm so excited to have you guys in the house because I was so privileged to be at South Africa during the Love World Festival of Music and Arts, and I saw you guys do your thing. By the way, the Kings are a group of dancers. They are an amazing group of dancers. You actually, you can't imagine how so good they are. Now, in South Africa, you guys had two amazing moments. There was the 9th stage and the day stage, and you were on both stages. Amazing. Now, we're going to show a little clip of one of your performances during the festival. But before we do that, I would just like to find out, is there a leader? Have you got a leader, in this group?
Yeah, I'd like to say that the leader is John because he actually...
talking about leader, we don't necessarily like to label ourselves like, yeah, you're the leader, you're the assistant lead. We all work together. You know what I'm saying? We all agree on something and we do it together.
Yeah, but John is the serious guy.
That actually shows the spirit of unity because you guys are saying he's the leader, he's saying we work together. Amazing. So what actually inspired there's 6 of you actually, but just indeed. 5 of you are here right now. What inspired you as young men to come together to form a dance group for Jesus?
The inspiration came from, I would say, our pastor, Pastor Georgine. And I want to say thank you to Pastor Georgine as well, Deaconess Soski, Deaconess Onye, and the UK crew. Basically, it came about as she was always telling us to make a group when we first heard about this LFMA concert that was coming up. But we didn't, at that point in time, everyone, we didn't know, was that, should we not?
So it's a relatively young group. You guys just came together just before the Love World Festival. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, our first performance was actually like in church. We did a Valentine.
Valentine.
I mean, we just like, it was nothing special. We were just messing around. We didn't even know we were gonna go this far. And then the next performance was the audition. And that audition, the performance we did that day, we literally like brought everything together the night before.
So you guys are like literally maybe a couple of months old, and you guys are this insane. It's amazing. Now I'm probably talking too much. I'd like for you to see what these young amazing men can do together as a group. We would watch one of the performances that they had together. I think that's the 9th stage. Let's watch. And when you can, by the time you see what I'm about to show you, you can decide for yourself if this truly is amazing or super amazing. All right, let's watch the clip. We'll be right back.
Children, and I've already overcome them. Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Yeah. What? Serious? Come on. Yeah. Mine's the problem. High bow, 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 high bow. Now, get it down now. Boy, 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 get it down now. Yeah. Rough. High bow, high bow, high bow, high bow. Lights out, lights out, lights out, lights out.
you know, I happen to have seen you guys do your thing in the UK, you know, so I was so expectant in South Africa. And honestly, you guys took it a notch higher. I wasn't disappointed at all. And the audience, the crowd, they ate up everything you had to give. Amazing. Well done, guys. Now, quickly, I'm going to ask you, what really inspires what you do? From that ministration or performance, I saw that you guys were dancing to some of the words of the man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, actually have spoken. How do you put all of these pieces together?
Well, really and truly, like one of the dominant style that we do is called Crump, and it stands for Kingdom Radically Uplifted Mighty Praise. So it's really in the direction of the Word of God. So the word we actually chose was when one of Pastor's messages when he said, "You have God, little children, and I've overcome them, because greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world." So our type of dance, we dance in that type of direction. We portray that in our movements. You know, that's why it's so
forceful and energetic.
That's why it's so forceful. So literally, we want to portray that to minister that to the crowd and the people watching, to show them that literally
you have overcome.
The world.
Amazing. Amazing. Now, before you came on set, Stella and I were talking about elections. Tomorrow is the big day. Now, we all know that the future of any nation is our youth are the future of tomorrow. How are you guys going to vote? What are you looking out for? The Conservatives, you know, they say they have a strong government. They want to ensure that our schools and NHS, you know, continue to thrive. You know, on the other hand, Stella, what does the Labour Party, what do they stand for?
They stand with unionism, social democracy, bringing everyone together as one. So,
you know, it's
but the issue is that Labour have not actually been complying with what they actually stand of lately. People say they're moving towards possibly the Tories.
Okay. Well, those two are head to head, because it seems like what they're promising.
My question is, you are the future of this nation. The people, the government of this land, the leaders of these parties, they should be, you should be determining, you know, who leads you. That is why when Stella actually told us that it is eminent that everyone goes out to vote tomorrow, I thought that was very profound. They should listen to you. It is what you have to say that should determine who leads this country. So you're all sitting here. What do you want? What do you want the government of this land to do for us?
Well, no, listen, I know we just want to make sure that we get every single opportunity we can to build a better future, because we're the ones, as the Bible shows, that our young people, we're the ones with the vision, you know. Old men who are leading this, they just have the dream, but we have the vision, and we can live to be in that vision and achieve that dream, right? I just see a whole, as a youth, and when we talk together, is just building a better place where people don't complain because of the uni fees, because of how high the houses are, you know, the prices for them, and especially for young people.
So, quickly, one question. So, which party would you vote for?
No, I wouldn't know. I think that's rather private. All I just want to know is that you are all going out to vote tomorrow. That's it. I don't want to know who anybody's voting for. I'm not going to tell you who I'm voting for. Well, that's all we can take today. Thank you so much, King, for coming to the program. Thank you, Stella, for being here. As usual, we'll be together Wednesday, and we'll do the program like we always do. That's the much we can take for today. I'm sure you had an amazing time. I did. Until the same time next week, it's bye from all of us. Bye.
Until next time.
Ziggy Zaga.